episode of Talks a Lot with Selena! Another episode, meaning another lesson in life we can apply. We'll give not just an information to our audience, but also personal values from each opinion and views of our guests. Please welcome our beloved guests, Ms. Reled Fajardo, Mr. Jeremy Cayetano, Angelo Clint Alejandro, Liam Argin Santos, Chad Ivan Nilio, and Josh Daniel Santos. Let's get started, everyone. We're going to talk about gambling. We all know that it's kind of famous here in the Philippines, so I have ready some questions here and I would like you to hear each one of you your views and opinions. For our number one question, what are your insights about gambling? Is it morally accepted or not? You can go first, Miss Fajardo.
We all know that gambling gives you the opportunity to win money or prizes. But have you considered some of the other reasons for gambling? Gambling can lead to financial problems. For some people, gambling can become addictive and lead to financial problems. They may spend more money on gambling than they can afford to lose and end up in debt. Gambling seeks to teach people to deception that significant wealth can be obtained without work or the struggle that naturally accompanies it.
How about you, Mr. Cayetano?
Gambling is bad because the risk and reward is a crucial lesson that gambling will teach you. Essentially, all our actions have consequences in our daily lives. Gambling can cause low self-esteem, stress, anxiety, and depression if gambling becomes a problem. Gambling can become addiction just like drugs or alcohol.
Alright, thank you. So now, let's proceed to the next question. For the second question, how can you convince a person who is addicted in gambling to change his or her lifestyle? You can answer, Mr. Alejandro.
Convincing someone to change their lifestyle is a complex process, and it often requires a lot of patience, understanding, and empathy. Here are a few steps you can take to help a person who is addicted to gambling to change their lifestyle. Step 1. Approach them with empathy. When you approach a person with a gambling addiction, it's important to do so with empathy and understanding. Try to put yourself in their shoes and imagine what it must be like to struggle with an addiction. Avoid judgmental statements or attitudes. Step 2. Help them identify the problem. Encourage the person to recognize the negative effects of their gambling addiction on their life, relationships, and finances. Help them understand that their addiction is a problem that needs to be addressed. Step 3. Provide support. Let the person know that you're there to support them through the recovery journey. Offer to accompany them to therapy sessions or support group meetings. Step 4. Set boundaries. If you're in a relationship with a person or otherwise closely involved in their life, it is important to set healthy boundaries to protect yourself. Let the person know that you support them in their recovery, but that you won't able to enable their addiction by loaning them money or participating in their gambling activities. Remember that changing an addiction is a process that takes time and effort. Be patient and supportive and offer help as needed.
How about your insights, Mr. Nilio?
My answer is for me, I will inform she the negative impact of gambling and help them find another activities that they enjoy and can replace gambling. Encourage them to try new hobbies, sports, or social activities.
Okay, thank you. And for our last question, what is your message for those people who wants to try gambling? You can go first, Mr. Liam Santos.
My message for those who want to try gambling is always be responsible and always be cautious. Gambling can be a form of entertainment, but it can also lead to addiction. And addiction may cause you
financial problems if not approached responsibly.
How about your idea, Mr. Josh Daniel?
I cannot endorse or encourage gambling as it can have serious negative consequences for individuals and society. Gambling can become addictive and lead to financial problems, relationship issues, and mental health concerns.
Now that all questions have been answered, I would like to thank our special guest for accepting our invitation to join our show. I hope that you learned something from this episode. This is Talks a Lot with Selena!